to keeping Southwest Oklahoma safe during severe weather. This is the Texoma Weather Lab.
Hi, I'm Skylar, owner of Sky Roofing. I know it can be a daunting task when it comes to replacing your roof. That's why at Sky Roofing, we take the pain out of the process and handle everything for you from start to finish, including working with your insurance provider. Remember, you don't have to see damage for there to be damage present. That's why we offer complimentary inspections, and never do we ask for any money until the job is complete. For an easy, painless process and a job done right, we invite you to call Sky Roofing today and allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Well, thanks for joining me for a check of this week's forecast. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Bowling. Hopefully you had a beautiful day today, considering all the heavy rainfall that came through Friday afternoon and evening, Saturday, and very early on Sunday morning. Some of you picked up a lot. Some of you missed out entirely. We'll talk more about how much fell and who saw what here in just a second. We'll also look ahead to some building heat and some more opportunities for rain coming up here in just a few seconds. But first off, I want to thank the numerous businesses and companies that support the Texoma Weather Lab, allow me to grow, allow me to offer things like the app and the streaming channel and new graphics and cameras and everything like that. And it takes quite a few folks to make that happen. And I'm super appreciative of these folks that have stepped up and have supported me throughout this year. First off, I want to thank Emily and the Rustic Ranch up in Elgin, been a continuous sponsor of mine since the winter time. If you're looking to spruce up your wardrobe, you're looking for more of that rustic Western type feel to your wardrobe, you want to shop their Facebook page for anything along the lines of those tops, those outfits, jewelry, trinkets for the home, anything like that. Or stop by their store. They're at 8209 US Highway 277 in Elgin, or you can call them 699-9827. Maybe you're shopping for your dream home. Maybe you're looking to list yours. PCS season, a lot of folks coming in and out. You want 20 years of experience right here in the lot market working for you in this difficult process. Again, she has 150 five-star reviews on Zillow. So obviously she's got to be doing something right here. Good friend of mine for a long ways. Share that North Carolina connection here. You can reach out to her. She is at 1701 Northwest Cash Road, or you could call her as well, 704-9916. Of course, if you get that new home, you need to insure that new home. Maybe you're shopping for a new home, life, or auto policy. You've got a new driver in the family. You've got a new motorcycle, something like that. You need to insure it. You want to bundle it. Maybe try to save some money. The good neighbor here in town, Vincent Saylor, can help you out with that. He is in the Green and Glass building right next to Wright Donuts here in Lawton. That's at 2401 West Gore Boulevard to be exact. You can also call him, 699-2771. Veteran-owned business over in Cache. If you're looking to get into the drone hobby, or you're looking to have your facility or your property shot from the high angle here, you're looking for imaging or surveying of your land, maybe beauty shots of your town, or if you're in real estate and you're looking to get the inside of your building scanned so that somebody states away can walk through that building, he can take care of all that for you. Some pretty cool stuff there. You can reach out to Jason. He is at 850-566-3338. New sponsors here for this month. That is going to be the folks at Knockouts over on Cache Road, 5370 Northwest Cache Road. They always make sure I'm cleaned up and taken care of. Anna and the crew over there do great work. They are open 7 days a week. So again, don't wait in line. Schedule your appointment ahead of time as well through that Knockouts app too. You can reach out to them at 699-3434. The Happening Entertainment District over on the east side of town, that is going to be the Apache Casino Hotel. We just got finished putting that camera up on top of the building, so hopefully getting that squared away here this week. Super excited about that. Thanks to the folks the Apache Casino Hotel for working with me through this process here. Big concerts coming up here. Of course, they've got their big fireworks display that'll be coming up in July too. But in addition to that, the Fab Four Beatles tribute band, that's going to be coming up on June 11th. Rodney Carrington, a big-time comedian, coming through on August 13th, and Ann Wilson from Heart is coming through on September 17th. So numerous concerts coming up. You want to check their website and their Facebook page for all the upcoming acts that are showing up there. Of course, we've had some big time folks that continue to support the channel as well. The OGs from the beginning, that's going to be the Coast Technology Group. If it plugs in, they want to help you out with it. They've helped me with my setup from the beginning, from the cameras to the computers to the lighting to the audio, everything like that. They're helping me install those cameras on the roofs of many different buildings. But maybe you have the camera network or a computer network that you're trying to manage. Maybe you're trying to get your conference room set up, the audio or the video set up in your auditorium or your church space. They can help you with all of that. Bring them your ideas. They'll have many of their own to share with you. They're at 357-4482. That's how you get a hold of them. Of course, big thanks to Shane Burke Glass and Mirror for being the premier sponsor for the Texoma Weather Lab app. Again, he's helping make sure that you get that live radar right there on your phone. You're getting the accurate, timely warnings right to your phone so that you can make timely decisions for you and your family. Take that on vacation as well. If you're traveling, say to the Rockies or down to the coast, set that GPS to follow you, and the Texoma Weather app will give you warnings there as well. It will give you the hourly forecast. It will give you the daily forecast there too. So not just Southwest Oklahoma, but it will travel with you as you set those GPS settings. It will go with you. So again, thanks to Shane Burke Glass and Mirror for making sure that people are taken care of here with the app right on your phones. It is free in the Apple app and the Google Play stores. So make sure you find it there. And of course, my premier roofing sponsor, that is going to be the folks at Sky Roofing. Again, they took care of this roof a few years ago when we dealt with that big time ice storm, that hailstorm, excuse me, a lot of ice balls, but a lot of hail coming down that damaged the roof quite a bit. Even if you can't see damage, that doesn't mean that there isn't damage there. So anything from storm damage to your roof, sagging gutters, warped siding, they can take care of all of that here. You can call them at 580-917-5850 or scan this QR code below me. It's going to get you connected with a project manager, and they will schedule that free inspection for you to give you some peace of mind and at least show you the next steps you may need to take should there be damage that they find there. So again, big thanks to Skylar and Sky Roofing for being the premier roofing sponsor of the Texoma Weather Lab. Big time folks here at Town Square. That's Z94, K-Law 101, Pop Crush 107.3. If you do not get my forecast on Facebook and you're trying to find it elsewhere, you can hear it throughout the week on their airwaves. And if we do have any extended severe weather coverage, I will hop live on there too. So big thanks to the folks over at Z94, K-Law, and Pop Crush for having me along there as well. All right, let's look back on that rainfall here. You can see that some areas were swing and a miss. Others picked up a lot. Those areas that missed, unfortunately, Purcell, near Rush Springs, down through Maysville, Duncan, Marlow, Bray, all the way down through Comanche, Waurika, Quorum, Temple, really missed out on a lot of rainfall here. Again, they were already not in the worst drought, but again, they could stand to miss out. Really wanted everybody to pick up rainfall here, but if there was an area to miss out here, that was a better area to miss out. Again, I wanted everybody to get rain, but at least we're not going to hurt too much from this. But you can see some pockets here. Lone Grove, west of Ardmore, around eastern Comanche County, up towards Cyril and Cement, Sterling, picking up quite a bit of rainfall. Cache, all the way down through Chatty, Faxon, and a bullseye there right around Granfield. That was 10 inches of rain that came down around Granfield and Devol. So big time rainfall there. And then it stretches from Elmer, Tipton, Frederick, all the way up through Snyder, Roosevelt, just south of Hobart. And then another bullseye there right around the Russell community in southwestern Greer County. So quite a bit of rainfall out there. Most of the areas along and west of Interstate 44 picked up about 1 to 2 inches, with most picking up around 2 to 3. So most of the area picking up beneficial rainfall. We'll see what that drought monitor looks like coming up here on Thursday. But your weather stories for this week, things are starting to dry out here. We dried out here for this afternoon for your Sunday. We do expect to see things drying for much of this week, at least until Thursday night. We'll talk about that in just a second, but that building ridge starts to build the heat, likely to see numerous triple-digit days across the area. But stray storms do return here late in the week and throughout the weekend, and it does look like things might trend a bit cooler and wetter towards the middle of the month of June. But again, given all that rainfall, here's what it looks like. This picture coming from Cotton County Emergency Management. This is the Deep Red Creek right along Highway 277. So this is smack dab between Cookietown and Randelette. And this is what that looks like. That's why the flood warning has been in place there for today, as the watershed continues to spread out of its banks here. So we still have another day to have to contend with this. But again, don't go near any of these flooded roadways, these flooded, swollen creeks across the region, as we continue to see this fast moving water going out of the area. Now, as we look ahead to Monday's forecast, we are looking at plenty of sunshine here. And it's going to be on the warmer side, right around 80 to start the day. So we're getting those very warm, very muggy starts here. So not comfortable to start, and then working our way into the mid and upper 90s heading into the afternoon. And then just notice that those high temperatures stair step their way upwards as the heat bubble builds and that ridge grows across the southern plains. We've got us in the mid and upper 90s for Monday and Tuesday, near 100 for Wednesday, and then triple digits likely Thursday, Friday, and Saturday again, before changes in store. Cold front sweeping through, or should say not as hot front comes through heading into Sunday. But future temperatures showing you across the state, the 80s are going to stay out towards eastern Oklahoma. Out here in our part of the state, we're in the mid and upper 90s for Tuesday. Wednesday, you can see a few 100s starting to show up here in western Oklahoma. Altus and Elk City included will be borderline that in the Lawton area. And then it looks like out ahead of that front that will eventually bring us some spotty storms Thursday night. You can see that front right up here. Right up here, you can see that front draped across northwest Oklahoma. That'll sag southward and bring us some storm chances later that night. But ahead of that, we get some compressional warming. It does tend to get a little bit hotter ahead of those fronts. So expecting highs to be in the low 100s heading into Thursday afternoon. Here's by late Thursday night. This is probably going to be after midnight, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. See some scattered storms right along Highway 81, Interstate 44, Interstate 35. We'll be timing that out a little bit more fine-tuned here in the next couple of days. But again, that's going to be mainly Thursday night into very early on Friday morning. And then looking ahead to the weekend, there are some stray chances that are lingering there. You can see we're still in the low 100s coming up on Saturday, and then dropping down into the low 90s come Sunday as that cold front sweeps across the region. So again, next Sunday morning, you could still see some isolated showers and a brief rumble coming through there as well. So quite a bit in the way of scattered showers and storms on the way here. Not nearly as heavy as what we had to contend with here this weekend, but again, decent rainfall for the month of June. You know, June typically tends to be one of our drier months, but anything that staves off a long stretch of prolonged triple-digit temperatures, we'll take that. But again, with those drier areas out towards the west, temperatures are going to feel hotter just thanks to the dry conditions. So hoping for some more rainfall here by the middle of the month to really continue to moisten things up and help improve those drought conditions across the region. Well, I hope you have a wonderful week. Thanks for checking in here for your forecast. I'll be out and about. I've got to go fix a couple of things with the cameras out in Hobart and Pauls Valley this week. If you see me out there, feel free to give a wave. I'll give you updates throughout the week as well, especially with those storm chances on Thursday night and then heading into the weekend as well. So until we see you again, have a great week, and we'll see you again here next Sunday. Take care.